silver are characterized by an ever-fluctuating market price known as spot price. This spot price refers directly to the paper gold and paper silver markets and is corrected for in the physical world by premiums. Obviously, not all coins and bars are made equal, so they carry a premium price with them. This is what makes 1 troy ounce of silver different than another troy ounce, or why one 1/10 ounce gold Krugerrand isn't worth 1/10 the price as the 1 ounce Krugerrand. If we want to talk about spot price and relate it to the physical world of precious metals, then we need to lay a couple of ground rules. The first is that we need to assume that we lose all premiums at sale. While this is not true, it's the only way to have an objective conversation about the spot price in the physical market. The second is that we need to look at spot price as a sales price and not a buy-in price. If we want to talk about gold versus silver, then we need to reduce all numismatic potential from the coins or bars to keep an even playing field across the two. This makes a theoretical gold-to-silver ratio of 81.18 today. That means that in a paper market, you could trade over 81.18 ounces of silver and receive 1 ounce of gold. This is misleading, though, in the physical market because there is no possible way for you to make that transaction with physical metal. There are a few things that stand in the way of making this transaction happen. The first is premiums. It costs money to manufacture, store, distribute physical metals, and this cost is wrapped up nicely into a little bit of a premium that you pay when you purchase a metal. In the paper market, though, it only costs the electricity required to balance a couple of ledgers, removing 81.18 paper silver ounces from your ledger and adding 1 paper gold ounce. If you wanted the simplicity of the paper market's exchange rate, the closest thing you could simulate would be to deal in generic precious metals. This way we remove as many price-adjusting variables from the transaction, such as collectability, scarcity, artistic features, anything that could otherwise increase the price of the metal. Using online data from today, I have some numbers that might strike you as a little bit unfair. If you were to buy the cheapest ounce of gold on APMEX today, it would cost you $1,232.99 if you were paying with cash. This is $37.99 more than the spot price. If you were to buy 81.18 ounces to match the theoretical gold to silver ratio of the cheapest 1 ounce rounds of silver on APMEX today, it would cost you $1,291.61. This is $87.75 more than the spot price. This is $49.76 more than the ounce of gold, but we followed the gold to silver ratio. What this demonstrates is that the gold to silver ratio in the physical world is actually much more complex than what we thought. If we adjusted our numbers and instead of buying 81.18 ounces of silver to match the ratio, and instead we bought 77.5 ounces, we would only spend 4 cents more than the 1 ounce of gold. This makes the phrase gold to silver ratio is how many ounces of silver you can trade for an ounce of gold a lie in the physical world because it doesn't include premiums at all. This demonstrates the extraordinarily high premium on silver compared to gold. In this scenario, we were only able to buy 77.5 ounces when the gold to silver ratio promised us 81.18 ounces for our money, while the rest of that value was sucked up into the premiums. And remember that since we chose generic cheap metals, we will lose those premiums at the time of sale. If we trusted spot price and used that as a gauge of how much metal our dollar could buy us, we would only receive 95% of our intended purchase if buying silver, which in this case is $58.58 lost, which is 4 ounces of silver today. And finally, if the market continues to move the way that it does, which it likely will unless some sort of shit hits the fan scenario occurs, in which case anyone with metal is a winner anyways and it doesn't really matter anymore, then we can judge the strength of gold versus silver by the ratio. At the beginning of the year, the ratio sat around 76, and today it's about 81. That means that regardless of the price fluctuation, gold's losses have been less severe than silver's, and therefore the metal is performing at a higher rate. Combine that with lower relative premiums, and that means a better return for the physical metal investor at the time of sale. While things could flip, this is what the current market looks like, so use this information, make your own predictions on how the future will turn out, and let that influence which metal you'll prioritize in 2019. Thanks for watching. Hey, Time Traveler Silver Future here. I knew somebody was going to ask about what if you use Silver Eagles instead. Here's the math for you. If you were to buy 81.18 Silver Eagles today at the lowest possible price, this is a bulk price and it's a cash or check price online, it would cost you $1,478.29, which is $245 more than the gold. Okay, that's if you get zero back. If you get $1 back per ounce or per Silver Eagle at sale, then you are paying $1,397.10 effectively, which still makes it $164 more expensive than the gold. If you were to get $2 back per Silver Eagle at the end of the day, which I think is pretty normal, I suppose, you would be paying effectively $1,315.92, which is still $82.93 higher than the gold. Now I know you guys are like, oh, well, there's 81 coins. Of course it's going to cost more than one coin. You are right. So I decided to do this also with a 50-ounce bar, and that actually ended up costing $1 more than the generic 1-ounce silver rounds example. So regardless of the size, regardless of the brand, regardless of the whatever, the gold spot price is affected way less by premiums when you buy a single coin than if you were to buy any plethora number of combinations of silver. So just that was Time Traveler Silver Future, here to answer your questions in advance. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Bye.